Hope I'm audible. Anna,
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
oh, Emma, are you there? So we will, alright, let's begin. In the last class, we finished the topic of pesticides. Right. We saw what are pesticides, what are the uses, then different types of pesticides and how they are used for different purposes. After that, we saw how DDT was one pesticide that was used, okay, and other pesticides also. Then we tried out the in-text question 7.3. Today we will try out end of the chapter questions. Okay, so please unmute yourself and turn on your videos. Now, mark tick against the correct statements and wrong against incorrect statements. We get alloy from ore. Is that a correct or incorrect statement? And you
Incorrect,
can
ma'am.
tell incorrect. Yes. Second one, mercury is a non-metal.
Incorrect, ma'am.
Correct. Oxygen is a non-metal.
I think it's incorrect, ma'am.
It's correct. Okay.
Okay.
Oxygen does not come in the category of metals, but in the category of other materials, okay, such as non-metals. Then, is polythene a natural material? Correct or incorrect?
Is it correct?
We talked about polythene, okay, that is made up of polymer. Okay? Polythene and polyvinyl chloride, polystyrene, Teflon are all made up of polymer. And this original material polymer is not naturally occurring, but it is a man-made material. Okay, it is a man-made material. Now, since polythene is occurring from the man-made material polymer, that is why we consider that it is a man-made substance. We not consider material. So it will be okay. And the last one, glass is made by the fusion
Ma'am,
of silicon. Yes, Amma?
your mic is off.
My mic is off. No, Anna is on. It's
I can't
on.
hear you anything you're saying.
Ma'am, I can hear you, but on your screen it is written off, but I can hear you otherwise. It's audible.
Okay. Because I'm using a different mic for the
I still
screen
can't hear.
and for like the tab. Still cannot hear.
No, ma'am, I can't hear.
I can hear you very well, ma'am.
And now you can try putting on some headphones. Okay? Try putting on some headphones. And now, okay. Now the last one. Glass is made by the fusion of silica. Is that correct or incorrect? Quickly tell me. It is correct. Okay. Because in our class, we talked about how the composition of glass in the different types of materials, elements that are used in the composition of glass. One major element is the silica, and when we mix this silica with different types of materials, we obtain different forms of glasses. Okay? Can you try out match the column A and B?
Ma'am, can you ask
Please try.
Anna if she can hear you? Because I can't, and I just put speakers onto my laptop because and even the
Okay.
speakers are not
So
working.
are you
Like the speakers are working, but they can't hear you.
okay? So you can
Now,
use
ma'am, it's come.
like hearing from now you can hear.
Now it's come.
Now it came.
I can hear you.
You can hear. Okay. So Anna and Emma, please try out match the column A with column B, and then we will discuss it.
Yes, ma'am.
There are different types of metals and non-metals, and different types of materials that are being mentioned here. You have to match with which material, with which uh, type of material. Okay, what is being made? What object is being made?
Ma'am, I'm done.
You're done. Okay, then lead Anna. First one,
Lead. I matched it to pencils.
pencil. Very good. Gold,
Jewelry and ornaments.
jewelry and ornaments. Very good. Iron,
Bridges and buildings.
bridges and buildings. Yes. Polythene,
Packing.
packing. Yes.
Nitrogen is fertilizer.
Nitrogen is fertilizer. Very good. Now, next is we have to give, for example, each of metals, non-metals, and alloys. Okay. What are alloys? Can you tell me what are alloys? When we combine two or more metals and it forms a new substance, that combination of metals is known as an alloy. Okay, the combination of metals is known as an alloy. Understood? So you have to name some metals here: four metals, four non-metals, and four alloys. This question is homework. Okay, this question is for homework. Next, we will see the four physical properties of metals. Can you give any four physical properties of metals? Remember, we did some characteristics or properties of metals. Remember? Okay. Can you hear now, Emma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you give four physical properties of metals?
Yes, ma'am. So four physical properties of metal. 1 second, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, Emma.
ma'am, it's a good conductor of it's a good conductor of
Yes,
electricity.
yes,
It's ductile,
yes, ductile,
it's malleable,
malleable,
and 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 ma'am, and it's lustrous.
yes, and they are lustrous. What's the meaning of ductile?
Ma'am, ductile means that the metal can be drawn into wires.
Yes, and malleable?
Malleable means metals can be hammered or rolled into the sheet of.
Yes, very good. And what is lustrous?
And lustrous is when the metals have a shiny appearance.
When metals have a shiny appearance.
Right.
Yes, very good. Good. Now, the next question is, some metals occur as compounds while others are in native states. Why does this happen? Okay, so some metals, okay, they occur. How do they occur in different forms in nature? Because it is classified according to their reactivity. Okay, they it is classified if it will appear as a compound or in a native state is classified by its reactivity. For example, some metals are in native state, such as gold, okay, such as gold, which is called alien. Okay. Now, this gold is highly unreactive and does not easily form compounds with other elements. So it is found in its pure metallic form in nature. Okay. Also, platinum. Okay, like gold, platinum is also very resistant to oxidation and chemical reactions, which is why it is found in its native state. Okay. So platinum also you can write down. Okay. These are and silver. These are the metals which occur in their native state. Okay? They occur in their native state. Okay. Why? Because they do not form compounds with other elements. Okay. They are unreactive. Okay. And they are unreactive. Like oxidation does not take place. Okay. They are resistant to chemical reactions also. So that is why they do not form compounds with other elements. Now, but there are some elements which occur as compounds. Some elements which occur as compounds. What are these elements? Elements such as iron, okay, or Fe. Then we have elements such as aluminium, okay, copper. Okay. Now, what happens? Iron is highly reactive and it forms oxides such as Fe2O3, okay, or sulfides like FeS2 when it is exposed to oxygen in the air. Okay, try to understand this. Iron, okay, iron, it is highly reactive and it can form oxide or it can form sulfide. Also, aluminium is very reactive and it is found in nature as a part of minerals such as bauxite. Also, about copper is moderately reactive and occurs in the form of copper sulfide ores. Okay, like CuFps2, Cu2O. Okay, copper sulfide ores. So these, all of them, they form compounds. Okay, they exist in nature in the form of compounds. Okay, so um, more reactive metals tend to form compounds with oxygen, sulfur, or other elements. Why? Because they readily react with their surroundings. Okay. Whereas the least reactive metals, they exist in their native nature, in their native form. Why? Because they do not easily react with other elements. Okay. Understood how reactivity works? Or how it depends on its on the reactivity of metals that it will exist in its native nature or its compound form. Anna and Emma,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Any doubt? Like native state, see, gold, platinum, silver.
No, ma'am.
Why are they found in native state? Because they are not reactive. Okay, they do not react with oxygen. Okay, to form compounds. They do not react with sulfur or any other elements. But why are iron, aluminium, copper called compounds? Because they are highly reactive. Okay, because they are reactive metals, and when we have reactive metals, then they can react with oxygen, they can react with sulfur, okay, and they can form compounds. When they react, they form compounds. That is why iron, aluminium, and copper occur as compounds. Okay, you can write this down. Now, can you all give me 4 uses of cement or any like two uses of cement
Ma'am, for building,
for building? Yes.
and ma'am, for connecting objects together, like,
For yes, for connecting objects together. True, Emma. Anna, any use of cement? Yes.
Um,
Mhm.
any use of
Yes.
cement, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, Anna.
Um, like putting, like building stuff, like build.
Building stuff.
Yeah,
Okay. Yes, building stuff, building houses, buildings, and compartments and
yeah, this is
whatnot,
better.
pillars and walls. So, building stuff, yes. Now, fill in the blanks. We have some fill in the blank that we do. Soda glass is used to make.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, soda glass is used to make what?
Um,
Emma?
ma'am, cement is also used for covering like objects which you have like wires or stuff. So if you put it like they sometimes build around the this they cover the
Fibers or glass? Okay. Basically, the soda glass is the ordinary form of glass that we use. Okay. It is the ordinary glass that we use, and its composition is silica, calcium carbonate, and soda ash. Okay. Now, this ordinary glass or soda glass is used to make window panes, utensils, mirrors, etc. Okay. So you can write down any any one of it. Okay. Window panes, mirrors, etc. Okay. Now, dash is obtained by mixing copper and lead. What type of material, or you can say metal, is obtained by mixing copper and lead? Yes. It creates an alloy since copper and lead are metals. Okay. And when we combine two metals, what is obtained? An alloy is obtained. Okay. Alloy is obtained. It can be leaded copper or copper lead alloy, also you can write. Okay. Next one. In order to make colored glass, dash of metals are added to it. In order to make colored glass, dash of metals are added to it. What of metals are added when we are making colored glass?
I'm not sure, ma'am. I forgot.
Okay. Do you remember, Emma?
No, mom.
No? Colored glass, salts of metals are added. Okay? Salts of metals are added to make it. And what are these salts of metals called? What are they known as? They are known as metallic salts.
Okay, mom.
Okay. Metallic salts are added to make colorful glass. Now, non-metals are poor conductors of heat and
Electricity, ma'am.
yes, electricity. Okay. Dash and electrical insulators are made from Teflon. What's made up of Teflon? Non-stick utensils. Okay. Non-stick utensils. Now, we saw that Teflon has a very high melting point. Okay, what does this mean? This means that it will not melt easily until it has reached a very high temperature. Also, it is known for its properties such as its strength. It is a strong material and its non-sticking property, non-sticking property and high melting point and high melting point. Now, all these, since it has all these qualities, it has strength, it is non-stick, and it has a high melting point, which makes it fit to produce utensils. Okay, to make utensils, and non-stick utensils are usually made up of Teflon. Also, Teflon is used in making electrical insulators. Okay, now eighth one, what do plants get from fertilizers? What do plants get from fertilizers?
Nutrients.
Nutrients. What are the three things, if we talk about that, the plants get from fertilizers? What can be those nutrients?
Mom, it helps with the soil, right? It helps the soil.
The soil.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The three nutrients that plants obtain from the fertilizers are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Okay. Or you can write NPP to remember it. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. All three have different kinds of work. Okay. So now, can you give two examples or one example of pesticide? Both of you. One example of pesticide.
Mom, like two types of pesticides.
Yes. Two types. No, two names.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Um,
DDT, alkyl, then more can be heptachlor, parathyn, and malathin.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, all of these are examples of pesticides. Okay. The last question is give reason. The last question is give reason why food exists in free state. Okay. And why food materials are wrapped in aluminium foils. Okay. Can you tell why gold exists in free state?
Ma'am, what does it mean by free state?
Free state means that it does not it exists in its native form, not in a compound form.
So you mean like pure gold?
Yes, you can say that.
Ma'am, when you like dig underground, sometimes you can find gold. Right.
Yes, when we um take we find gold. Okay. exists in free state means it exists in its native state, okay, and it can be found naturally in its pure metallic form, in its pure forms. Okay, so why is it? Why is it? Free state means in a pure native state. Okay. Why does gold exist in its pure native state is because it has a low reactivity. It has a low reactivity. Okay, why? Because it does not easily react with other elements. So it remains in its own or original elemental form. Second is that its resistance to corrosion. Its resistance to corrosion. So when because this gold is highly resistant to oxidation and corrosion, it helps in maintaining its pure state. So as a result, gold can be found in nature as nuggets, flakes, or veins in rocks, and it requires um, processing to extract. Okay, minimal processing, mining to extract it. Understood? See, gold exists in free state. What's the meaning of free state? That it is existing in its pure native state, pure and original state. Why is it existing in its pure and original state? Two reasons are there. Because gold is very less reactive metal. So it does not react with other elements and remain in its original form. Second one is that gold is resistant to oxidation. It means it does not react with oxygen and corrosion. It does not form rust. So since it does not react with oxygen or it does not form rust, gold remains in its pure state. Okay, it's that pure state, that free state is maintained in gold. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then food materials are wrapped in aluminium foils. Can you give the reason?
Ma'am, ma'am, because aluminum foil is metal, so, and metal is a conductor of heat, and then when you wrap it in aluminum, it keeps the heat, so the food stays hot for longer or warm for longer.
Yes, that is true, Emma. That's right. So they have they are good conductors of heat. Okay, that is true. So they allow for heating. Okay, and the food remains hot. Also, the it has barrier properties. Okay, aluminium also has barrier properties. Means that it blocks moisture, light, and oxygen, and preserves freshness. Okay, preserves freshness of food. Freshness of food. Then heat conductivity because of its heat conductivity. And also because its flexibility, like it can the food can be easily wrapped in an aluminium foil. Okay, so all of these reasons make it ideal for packaging and storing food, as well as cooking and reheating purposes. So with this, we have finished with the lesson. What is your homework? Your homework is the third question. Okay, you have to fill in the names of 4 metals, 4 non-metals, and 4 alloys. Okay, I'm going to provide you some notes with the fifth question as to why metals occur as compounds, okay, and while other metals are in native state. Okay, for this particular point, I will be providing you all notes. Okay, so 2 minutes break for you all. 2 minutes break, and then we are going to start with maths.
Okay.
Hello, Nathaniel. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, let's begin. Turn on your cameras, all of you. Anna, Emma, videos on, please. Today we will see some operations in algebra. Okay. We saw what are like terms, what are coefficients, what are variables, okay, what are terms and all of that. Today we will see, first we will see addition of like terms. Addition of like terms. What are like terms? Like terms are those terms which have the same variable, which have the same variable. Okay. For example, if I tell you that, if I tell you that add x and 2x. Okay, add x and 2x. So, one thing that I wanted to explain y'all is when we have a single variable, it's a single variable, like only x is written, or only y is written, or only z is written. So, the value of a single variable, is how much? 1. Okay, is how much? 1. It is considered to be 1. Okay. Now when I say add x and 2x, now when I say add x and 2x, what it's gonna be? What will be the answer? X plus 2x will be equal to how much?
Two XX.
No, not 2xx. Okay. It will be equal to, one second. it will be equal to 3x. 3x, because this x has the value of 1. And when we are adding it, this value of 1 will be added to this 2. Okay. This value of 1 will be added to this 2. So it becomes 3x. Okay. Like, for example, I have written 1x plus 2x. Do I write 1x? No, we don't write 1x. We start from 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, and so on. Okay. Or any variable. Take, for example, y. Okay. Do we write 1y? 1y? No, right? We never write 1y. We start writing from 2y, 3y, 4y, 5y. Why do we not write 1y? Because when we write only y, it means that its value is equal to 1, or it is already in the form of 1y. When we write y, it means that it's in the form of 1y, okay, or its value is 1. That is why we don't use 1 before single variables, okay. So what do we do? When we have a single variable, we will add it as 1 to the another term. To the next term in which we are adding it, we will add it as how much? 1. Okay. We will add it as 1. Okay. Now, let's take a look at another example. Add add 3y plus 2y plus y. Can you all add all the terms in this expression and let me know the answer?
Ma'am, is it 6?
Very good. We have 6y. Okay. Why 6y? Because 3y is there, then 2y is there, and then another y is there. Single y means that it has a value of 1. So the answer becomes 6y. Okay. Very good. Now, what if we have negative terms? What if we have negative terms? Look at this example. Add 5x and minus 2x. 5x and minus 2x. Can you solve this and let me know what will be the answer?
Ma'am, would it be 4x?
Will it be 4x? Check again.
Or would it be 3x?
5, first write it down. 5x plus minus
Mom, would it be 3x?
3x. Yes.
Because
Why will it?
there's no
Yes.
extra x to actually get 1.
See, when we have negative terms, okay, in algebra also the same rule applies, okay, that we had studied. What is that rule? That plus is plus, minus is also plus, minus is minus, and plus minus is minus. Okay, remember that? So what we used to do? We used to first operate the signs that are in the middle. Okay, the signs that are in the middle. What are the signs that are in the middle? Minus plus. So minus plus is minus. So 5x minus plus minus 2x. Now you can simply subtract 5 minus 2, 3 and x. Okay, 3x. Understood? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you solve this? Add 4x and minus 8x. Solve this and let me know what will be the answer. 4x plus
Ma'am,
minus 8x. Yes, Nathaniel.
minus 4x.
Ma'am, since the
Yes,
number
Emma.
is negative, like the bigger number is negative, so 8 would become
Say again, Emma.
1 second, ma'am. Ma'am, would it be minus 12?
Why minus 2x?
Not minus 2x, ma'am. Minus 12. Because with an addition.
Yes, it is addition, Emma. Of course, it is addition.
So then you're
But
making
check
it
the
into,
signs.
then you're changing the signs. It will be 4x minus 8x. So
Ma'am, is the answer 4x?
is the answer 4x?
4x, okay, but minus 4x.
Minus.
Answer is gonna be minus 4x. Why minus 4x? Because in 4x and minus 8x, the bigger number is which one? 8x, and 8x has the minus sign. The bigger number has a negative sign. So the answer is going to have a negative sign.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Minus 4x. Understood how we are solving?
Yes, ma'am.
Anna, are you able to understand, Anna?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall I clear the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Try out some more questions. Try out some more questions. Find out the answers.
Ma'am, can I say?
Yes, Emma, say the first one.
The answer for the first one is 14x.
14x. Very good. Answer to the first one is 14x.
And is the answer to the second one 4x?
4x. 4x. Okay. Let's do minus 2 plus 6. Minus plus is minus 6 minus 2, 4. X. Good, Nathaniel. The answer is 4x. Okay. Why 4x? Because why positive 4x? Because 6 is the bigger number and 6x is the bigger number and 6x is positive. So the answer 4x is also going to be positive. Okay. Okay. Now let's try subtraction. We are going to try subtraction with like terms. This is also quite similar to what we have been doing. Okay. To what we have been doing. Can you solve this? X minus 2x.
Ma'am, is the answer 1x?
1x.
Is the answer 1x? You are close, but you're missing one little thing. Quickly identify and tell me what is the one little thing that you are missing in the answer.
Ma'am, 1, because x will become into 1.
No, not one.
Because, ma'am, the first x will become into 1, right?
Think again.
Two x. Oh no, 2, ma'am. The answer is 2. Because
No,
x
no, answer is
cancel.
correct. No, Emma, answer is correct. Both of your answers are correct. But what is something that you are missing in this answer? There is some part missing. Tell me what is that? Maybe some signs here and there, maybe
Ma'am, negative 2x.
negative. Very good. Negative. Okay. Answer is gonna be minus
Negative 1.
x. Okay. Not a negative 1, negative x. Okay.
Negative.
Negative x. Why negative? Can you tell me why negative?
Because there's a minus.
Yes, because which is the bigger term? Minus 2x. And since the bigger term is negative, the answer is going to be negative. Okay. If I wrote it in this way, 2x minus x, like reverse the order, and I wrote it like 2x minus x. Answer would simply be what? X. Okay. Answer would simply become x. But I have x minus 2x. The bigger term is negative, so the answer is going to be also negative. Now tell me, or solve this question. Solve this question. 5x minus 2x. 5x minus 2x. We have a negative term. So solve this and tell me what will be the answer.
Ma'am, 3x.
Why
Ma'am,
3x?
is the answer? Ma'am, is the answer 7x?
7x.
Actually, yeah,
Why?
because the signs
Because
come together.
yes, because
Minus,
we
minus.
evaluate the signs in between. So 5x minus minus plus 2x. How much? 7x. Good, Nathaniel. It becomes 7x. Okay. Now what we will do? We are going to try out some more questions. Okay. We are going to try out some more questions on subtraction. Okay. So try this out. Try this out. Yes, Anna, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what will be the answer to the first one? X minus 8x.
Ma'am, could I say?
1 minute, Nathaniel. You are still doing. Okay. Yes, Nathaniel.
Would the answer be negative x?
Negative x. Why
Oh,
negative x?
that could be. That was when it was number 1. When it was 2.
Yes, Emma. Yes, Emma, say again.
Ma'am, I was saying that it cannot be x with negative x because for the first sum, it was number 2. Now it's 8. So it's different.
Yes,
The
Nathaniel,
answers
try
will
again.
also be different.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Try again.
ma'am, would it be 7x? Negative 7x?
Yes, very good. It's going to be negative 7x. Okay. Why negative 7x? Because the bigger term, that is 8x, is negative. The bigger term 8x is negative. Therefore, the answer 7x will also be negative. Now, who is going to tell me the answer to the fourth part?
Ma'am, is
Fourth
the
part?
answer
Ma'am, is it 20?
Ma'am, is it minus 22x?
Is it, ma'am, is it 22x?
It is 22x. Okay?
Because minus and minus become plus.
Yes, because minus and minus becomes plus. Okay. See, Nathaniel, we have your answer was correct, but only the sign minus minus 12x. So 10x minus minus plus 12x. Now in this sentence where we have 10x plus 12x, both terms are positive. Okay. 10x is also positive, 12x is also positive. So the answer that we are going to get, that is 22x, will also be positive. Okay. Because both terms are positive. All right. Hope the subtraction part is clear to you all. Yes. Okay. Next, we are going to do the multiplication part. Okay. Shall I clear the screen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So like I explained at the start, when we are multiplying two terms, how do we show that those two terms are in multiplication? How do we show that those two terms are in multiplication? We put them together. Okay, if it is two variables, suppose x multiplied by y, how do we write it as xy? Okay, we write it as xy. Now, if we have a number and a like terms which has a number and a variable both, then what do? Number and a variable both, then what do? Then we multiply the number together. Okay, we multiply the number together, and then we write the variables together. Okay, or we put the variables together. How? See, I'll show you all. Suppose I have to multiply, for example, I have to multiply 4x with 3y. Okay, I have to multiply 4x with 3y. What I will do, I will take 4 and 3 together to multiply. 4 and 3 together to multiply. And we know that x into y becomes xy. So x into y becomes xy. 4 into 3, 12 xy. What's the answer? 12 xy. Okay, very simple. Multiply the numbers together and then put the variables together. Okay, multiply the numbers together and also put the variables together. Then you will obtain the multiplication. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, okay. Sometimes we might also have questions. Okay, sometimes we might also have two variables when we have two like terms. Okay, in like terms we'll have same variables. Look at this example. You have to multiply 25p with minus 1 upon 5p. 25p with minus 1 upon 5p. So now both p's I have. Okay, p and p. So can I write pp 2 times in the multiplication? No, right? We cannot write pp. Okay. So what will we do in such a case where you cannot write it 2 times? What will you do? You will put a square over p. Okay, we put a square
Ma'am,
over
you write like
p square.
two, like a small two over the p.
Yes, like a small 2 over the p. So let's solve this. Okay, let's solve this. 25p multiplied by 1 by minus 1 by 5p. Okay, so we will take p common and we will take the rest of the numbers together. That is 25. Okay, we can put brackets also, multiplied by minus 1 upon 5 raised outside, raised p raised to the power 1 plus 1. Why 1 plus 1? Because there are two p's. Okay, the power of the first p and the power of the second. Okay, then what we will have? We will have it will cancel 25 and 5 will cancel. 5 ones are 5, 5 fives are 25. Okay, and 5 into minus 1 becomes how much? Minus 5. Okay, 5 into minus 1 becomes how much? Minus 5. So minus 5 p square. Okay, or you can write minus 5. Okay, check out this question, another question example. Okay, now minus 2 by 3 r square multiplied with minus 3 r cube, r square and r cube. What we will do? We will first take the numbers together and the variables together. So minus 2 by 3 multiplied by minus 3 in one bracket. Outside you will take r raised to the power 2 plus 3. Okay, 2 plus 3 because one r has the power of 2 and the second r has the power of 3. So now can we cancel? Can we cancel 3 with minus 3? Because both are 3s, so can we cancel? Yes, we can cancel. And minus minus sign is there, minus minus. So minus signs can also be cancelled. Minus signs can also be cancelled, or minus signs can become minus minus plus. Okay, so now in the answer, what we are going to have? 2. Okay, 2 r raised to the power 5. Why 5? Because 2 plus 3 in the power, okay, 2 in the power, and 3 is also there in the power. So 2 plus 3 gonna be 5. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
And am I written? Anna, Emma, have you all written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's check out one more question from multiplication. Sometimes the answer, it is possible that it can only come in the form of variable. It can only come in the form of variable. Suppose I have the question minus 2 by 3 s multiplied by minus 3 upon 2 t. Okay. So what will I do? I'll take all the numbers together in the bracket and I will take the variables outside. 2 upon 3 into minus 3 upon 2. Outside I will take the variables st. Now I will cancel 2 with 2 and 3 with 3. Minus minus cancels and becomes plus. What is the answer? St. Answer is st. Only st. Why? Because all the other numbers were cancelled. All the other numbers that I had were cancelled. So my answer, so I was left with 1. And we know that 1 is not actually considered. Okay, it is not actually considered. So what becomes my answer? St. So like this, the answer can also come in only variables. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we will stop here for today. And I'm going to give you all some practice questions. Okay, some practice questions. 1 minute. Try out in-text questions 4.2. In-text questions. In-text questions 4.2. Okay, this is your homework. Also try out the back exercises of this chapter. Okay, back exercises of this chapter. Tomorrow we will practice some more questions. Okay, and then your test is there for the third chapter. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
doubt? Any doubt till now in anything?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So have a good day. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I will join on 26th.
You will join on 26. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Anna. No problem.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Bye. See you all. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Okay.